In a stunning turn of events, the United States political landscape has been shaken as President Joe Biden announced he would not seek re-election, leaving Vice President Kamala Harris at the forefront of the Democratic Party's presidential race. This decision comes at a pivotal moment, following a failed assassination attempt on former President Donald Trump, who continues to dominate the polls. The nation is now watching closely as Harris steps into the spotlight, poised to address pressing economic issues that include combating inflation, advancing green energy, and advocating for equitable social policies. With strong backing from Wall Street and notable figures in tech and entertainment, Harris is positioned to bring a nuanced and progressive approach to the presidency. As the election approaches, the critical question remains: can Kamala Harris effectively balance the diverse needs of the American populace and steer the country towards a prosperous future? How will her policies reshape the nation's economic landscape and influence the global stage? The U.S. political scene is in a state of flux as Kamala Harris emerges as the Democratic nominee for the upcoming presidential election, following President Joe Biden's unexpected withdrawal from the race. This shift has reinvigorated the Democratic Party, with Harris receiving a notable boost in the polls. As the country grapples with the aftermath of an assassination attempt on Donald Trump, Harris's leadership is under scrutiny. Her potential presidency is seen as a continuation of Biden's policies, particularly his efforts to curb inflation and manage everyday costs, such as gasoline prices. Harris has consistently supported Biden's initiatives aimed at reducing the economic burden on American families. Her commitment to lowering everyday costs aligns with her broader economic strategy, which includes a focus on infrastructure investment and a transition to greener energy sources. This vision for a sustainable future is not just about environmental responsibility, but also about creating jobs and fostering innovation in the clean energy sector. Central to Harris's economic agenda is the care economy. She advocates for increased access to affordable childcare, which she views as essential for empowering working families and supporting the broader economy. Additionally, Harris has been vocal about the need for better support systems for the elderly, reflecting her broader commitment to social equity. Her stance on economic justice is further underscored by her support for tax credits aimed at low-income families and her call for higher taxes on the wealthy, which she believes will create a fairer economic landscape. On the international front, Harris distinguishes herself from other political figures by rejecting broad protectionist policies. While she opposes deals like the Trans-Pacific Partnership due to insufficient environmental safeguards, she is also critical of Trump's proposed tariffs, arguing that such measures could harm consumers by increasing prices on imported goods. This balanced approach seeks to protect domestic interests without isolating the UNITEDST from the global market. Harris's economic team is a blend of seasoned professionals and innovative thinkers, including Mike Pyle, a former BlackRock executive known for his expertise in industrial policy, and Deanne Millison, an advocate for small businesses from Ford. This diverse team reflects Harris's intention to create a dynamic and inclusive economic policy framework. Her supporters include prominent figures from Wall Street, such as Blair Efron and Jonathan Gray, and tech industry leaders like Brad Smith and Sheryl Sandberg. This broad coalition of support indicates confidence in her ability to manage complex economic challenges. As the election draws nearer, political analysts are closely watching Harris's campaign. The selection of her running mate is seen as a critical decision that could sway undecided voters. Potential candidates include governors Josh Shapiro, Gretchen Whitmer, and Andy Beshear, each bringing their unique strengths to the table. However, some suggest that Pete Buttigieg, Biden's transportation secretary, could be a strategic choice, offering a blend of experience and appeal across various demographics. Despite the positive momentum, Harris faces significant challenges. Polls suggest that while she is a stronger candidate than Biden, defeating Trump will require a delicate balance of appealing to undecided voters without alienating her base. This balancing act will be crucial in a deeply polarized political environment where every decision can sway public opinion. Harris's economic policies are not just about numbers and figures. They reflect a vision for a more equitable and sustainable future. Her emphasis on green energy, social equity, and fair taxation represents a shift towards policies that prioritize the well-being of all Americans, particularly those who have been historically marginalized. This vision is supported by her broad coalition of advisors and supporters, who bring diverse perspectives and expertise to her campaign. As Kamala Harris steps into this pivotal role, the nation watches with anticipation. Her policies and leadership style will not only shape the immediate economic landscape, but also set the tone for America's future on the global stage. The question that lingers is whether Harris can navigate the complex interplay of domestic and international challenges to lead the nation towards a prosperous and equitable future. What are your thoughts on Kamala Harris's economic agenda? Do you believe her policies can effectively address the challenges facing America today? Share your opinions on how a Harris presidency could reshape the nation's economy and society.